Hello, YouTube. It's your boy YGO King of Scrubs here, and I know I've been gone for like a week or so, but I've been busy IRL. I had to do some car shopping as I needed a new car. Still no luck, but I can put that on hold for a little while as I have a substitute car. I got a match here from this past week that I did play. I'm showing this one not because it's exciting or anything. In fact, I get 2-0'd pretty fast in this one, but I'm showing it because my opponent hasn't topped or taken first in a tournament in like a year and a half, 2 years, and he actually ended up winning the tournament for the first time in a long time. And I thought, showing him or showing off what he did would be pretty cool for him and exciting for him. So I believe he won the dice roll. He starts off pretty strong, and I tried to play through it. I don't manage to because he just had everything. And then game two, he does this thing where if he doesn't have a starter that he thinks is good enough, he tends to shotgun the Rhoda for the SwordSoul because he's on SwordSoul or SwordSoul, and he shotguns it, activating it right away. And usually if you ash him, it just ends his turn. He actually was smart this time and used it as bait in game two. Again, game one's not very exciting. He sets up full combo uninterrupted. Well, actually, no. I try to nib him, and he has cross out. And, yeah, just sadness at that point. And then sets up full combo. And then he plays into the nib again later on in this same game. But I don't know what to say. My draws, unfortunately, weren't that good to back up after he plays into the nib again. So I normal summon Hanzo here, I believe. I believe that's how we start. Yeah, normal summon Hanzo, attempt effect, and he uses the Chichao, and I'm like, okay, that's one of the disruptions out of the way. I'm trying to get him to use the Baron and the Blackout here, but I just can't. I special summon the Insect Ninja here, and he chooses to shotgun the Blackout here. So I was like, okay, cool. Getting rid of that, and then I activate Instant Fusion. He chooses to not negate with Baron, I believe. Yeah, he lets it go. So I get a special summon. I choose not to use effect. Or no, I do use effect targeting the Baron, forcing the negate of the Baron, and then I proceed to just pass turn here. And he pokes me for 3k because I ash here. He picks up his deck really fast, and I tell him I have the ash for it. So resolve that. I let him shuffle and put it back down. I know technically it's an irreparable game state, but that's whatever. It's a locals. But he lets me cut all that. So repaired the game state in my opinion. Swings at me for 3,000 and proceeds to pass turn. He forgets I have the nib at this point, and I don't really have anything. So I think I set one and pass. Or no. During standby, he tags out into the Shisha from grave. I normal summon the boy here, special summoning the Insect Ninja, and then proceeding to fusion summon, and I poke him for 25, trying to bait the negate to use effect, but he's gotten wise to my plans these days. Proceed to pass just on this, thinking he's just going to poke it and then maybe set one or something, pass turn, but he draws into an extender. He draws into an extender and proceeds to play. He used the Dragon Soul here, tributing it off to add to hand, I believe, the the Banish from Grave Boy. So he then normal summons, or no, he gets a token off of that from the banishing. How did he stop the, oh yeah, he had the Imperm. No, he didn't. How did he stop that? I completely missed my own. Here, he activated something, and I chained, and then he proceeds to bounce. He then pops the token after going into the... Man, I just completely lost track of what was going on here. I apparently had it set too fast or something. But he then he normal summons and uses effect, special summoning from deck, and then... hold on. No, I Baron or I activate the nib on that summon because then if he chains, he gets nothing. And he proceeds to pass. I draw like an Ash or something for turn and can't do anything. So I then proceed to pass. I'm sorry, I lost track of what was going on there. My mind apparently went blank here on this game. He unfortunately gets to capitalize on it, banishing to special because the token is a normal monster technically. So I'm pretty sure this is where the game ends because I just have nothing and he's able to power through and kill me because he just special summons the Vashuda, tags out the Vashuda into a normal monster, the Monk of the Tenyi, bounces my Nibiru, changes to attack with the Nibiru, and pokes for game. Game 2, I open decent and I play around. I intentionally play around the evenly matched because everybody has them now, and for some reason he always draws it against me and then I play through it, but he didn't have the evenly, so I didn't overextend for nothing. And then he shotguns the emergence trying to bait a hand trap because he had the Tenyi started, the golden dragon guy that special summons and banishes from grave or hand to special summon if you control a normal monster, but that was the only monster he had, so if I had anything for that, it would have lost. But instead, he chooses to activate the emergence, trying to bait out a hand trap to see if he can get into a better starter, which he does because he emergence, I Ash, and then he draws into the evenly matched anyways here, which really, really sucks, but good for him. He, like I said, he got the win. It's pretty exciting for him. He's super happy to have gotten it. So we take a minute to decide here, obviously, but it's a really fast game too because he just had everything, and I think I'm going to have some follow-up because I top deck okay, and then he's like, no, I drew into double imperm, and I'm like, nothing I can do about that. So I do kind of make a misplay here because you'll see it here in a minute, but he reveals the golden dragon guy later on in the hand. I chain the fusion ninja, the battle ninja, and then he chains the imperm. I should have waited for him to summon or to attempt to chain the imperm to that and then did it because then he couldn't have imperm me and I still would have gotten the summon and it would have been fine. But it was my own misplay. It's whatever. I start out with the Sky Ninja, discarding him to special summon Jaugen after normal summoning the Hanzo. The Hanzo add into hand, and then I proceed to fusion summon into the Battle Ninja, setting 2 and passing, trying to play around. I could have extended more and gotten a lot more, but I chose not to. He activates the emergence here. I choose to Ash because normally this means he has nothing. He talents into, this is just luck sack, he talents into a second imperm because he already had one in hand, and then he proceeds to get the evenly match. He enters battle phase. On declaration of battle phase, I activate the D barrier so he can't synchro summon, and unfortunately I just don't draw into any kind of follow-up here. So he activates effect. I attempt to chain. Here is where I should have waited. I should have let him special, tag out into the monk, and then proceed to, when he uses the effect engrave, proceed to attempt to activate effect, special summoning from deck, having more follow-up for next turn. That's my own misplay. It happens. From here, he goes into Vashuda, link again into the monk, and then proceeding to banish Vashuda to bounce, just hoping to leave me with absolutely nothing, which I have nothing because of evenly matched. There are very few cards in this game I don't like, but that's one of them. But yeah, he then has enough damage to put on board. He proceeds to go into Baxia, bouncing my monster, which proceeds into game. So it's a good game for him. Really proud of him. He finally got his top, and it's good for him. It's a good confidence booster. So guys, I'm pretty sure that's the end of it. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below on how bad I'm doing. Other than that, I should have at least one more video up this week. I'm still doing a little bit of card shopping, so forgive me if I'm a little slow on things. And hopefully I don't lose track in the future of what's going on. See you guys.